Yo, what's going on, guys? And shout out Josh Robbins. Damn, I just dropped my phone. And Josh Robbins dropped the fourth article in a 5-part series examining NBA scouts' opinions about the potential development of Washington Wizards. So he's done Denny Avdia, Johnny Davis, and Daniel Gafford. Now he's on Rui Hachimura. And Rui Hachimura, the Japanese devil himself. He's not a devil or anything. I just think I call people, devils when I think they're dogs. Like I call Gabe Vincent the Nigerian devil. Like I just think of like the Tasmanian devil. I really liked Looney Tunes as a kid. Now, Wes Unseld Jr. is a guy who's their coach. And we know Hachimura dealt with personal issues and he missed the training camp in the preseason last year and 39 of the first regular season games. Undisclosed personal issue. And that hurt and deprived the team of one of its premier up-and-coming young players and delayed his adjustments with his new teammates and the schemes employed by first-year head coach last year, Wes Unseld Jr. Now, Hachimura played in 42 of the final 43 games of the Wizards season. And through 3 full seasons, he's only appeared in 147 games, leaving him, kind of not many games on his NBA resume for a guy who's about to turn 25. Now, Josh Robbins asked scouts, coaches, and front office officials throughout the league about what they think, how he'll develop, but his lack of relative tangible experience leaves him with a smaller body to sample from. And this is what Scout A said. I think he's hard to assess because he's still young, and in many ways, he's so much more experienced than players his age. He hasn't played as many games as you'd hope in 3 seasons, said Scout A. And it's clear to see that we need to understand what is going to happen because Washington ramped Hachimura slowly last year, and even after he was cleared, past the initial minutes restrictions, the presence of Kyle Kuzma as well as Denny Avdia and Corey Kispert were blocking Rui Hachimura from becoming a regular player in the rotation or even in the starting lineup. Hachimura became a starter in the team's 70th game only after Kuzma suffered an injury that kept him out the remainder of the season. In 22.5 minutes a night, a dramatic reduction compared to Hachimura's first and second season. He averaged 11.3 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 1.1 assists, all career lows. But he made 44.7% of his threes. That dramatic improvement on long-range shooting was something that people, really liked. And as you guys know, Hachimura is a 6'8", 230 guy. He's strong. And per 36 minutes this past season, he averaged 18.1, which is the highest per 36 mark to me. And I think that I agree. One scout just said one-word description of it is he's a scorer. And Hachimura piles up points in a variety of ways. He scored 1.26 points per possession completed in transition, ranking 77th percentile among all NBA players regardless of position according to Synergy Sports. He scored 1.035 points per possession finished in the half court, also placing him in the 77th percentile per Synergy. That high level of effectiveness relative to the rest of the league speaks well of the versatility he has on that end of the floor. And I think now, as we've seen in his first 2 seasons, shots at the rim and the mid-range were his go-to locations. However, Hachimura's offensive arsenal is evolving. Now, in his first 2 years combined, he only accounted 18.8% of all his field goals attempts being beyond the arc. Last season, 32.3% of his field goals were threes. And his success rate ballooned to unexpected heights. After only making 31.3% of his threes during his first 2 seasons, he hit them at 44.7 last year. And put it this way, among all players league-wide who attempted at least 100 threes, only one other player, LA Clippers' Luke Kennard, shot at a higher percentage. Kennard made 44.9. So he shot really good, and it's a major sign of growth. Hachimura's improvement from long range transformed him into a very efficient guy there. Now, the whole thing is Hachimura's growth as a 3-point shooter will improve the way Hachimura is regarded around the league. If Hachimura can continue to shoot well over a large sample size, he, will probably get some more minutes. But obviously, Denny Avdia and Kyle Kuzma and Corey Kispert are who Rui's fighting against. Now, Look, the scouts did not suggest that the ability to score points is inconsequential. But in Hachimura's case, it's the rest of his game that needs work. The scouts rated Hachimura's defense at average, at best. And indeed, Hachimura's defensive performances can be rather ineffective, as there's times where Hachimura falls for a quick deke by, the opposing ball handlers, and then they'll slash their way into the lane and finish for an easy dunk past him. And it's possible to consider the matchup between Hachimura and guards is a mismatch because guards have quickness, but Kristaps Porzingis, is back there to help him. But still, guards should not have an easy path to the basket as Hachimura permits them to. And Wes Unseld and Tommy Shepard, the president and general manager of the Wizards, said many times that they view Hachimura as a potential two-way player capable of defending multiple positions. Physically, there's nothing that's preventing him from defending well. As the scouts say, he's got good feet, good size. The biggest thing, he has some versatility and ability to switch in space. So I think Hachimura is a guy who's going to, came out of Gonzaga at the 9th pick. And at this point, barring injuries, Hachimura figures to enter the season as Kuzma's backup at power forward, while Denny Avdia is more likely to be the primary backup on the wing. Hachimura should have an opportunity to fill out the rough spots in his game. So, and depending on he'll play, if you can get 15 points off the bench from him and he shoots reasonably high percentage from 3, he's going to get a nice contract. But if he's going in there and averaging 11 or 12 points in fewer minutes, I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this? Rui Hachimura, fun guy. I don't know. It's rather interesting how this all played out. So I love you. Good day. Bye-bye.